we're using the KRX as an example. Casualty Powersports starting full service is $325. It includes the front differential oils, the rear transmission, the engine oil and filter. We pull the clutch cover off of the vehicle and we blow out the clutches, inspect your clutches, your rollers, and your weights and your sheaves, and we inspect the belt. We inspect the belt for wear and burn marks. We do send a picture to you if we find something wrong, so you can visually see it. We go through the normal bolt check, your A-arm bolts, your trailing arm bolts, your radius rod bolts. We wiggle the wheels, jack up the vehicle, wiggle the wheels around and feel for any looseness, and then we determine what might be worn out or what needs to be replaced. We check your air filter. That's also included in the service. We look over your vehicle, pretty much the 200-point inspection, and make sure that you're not going to be stuck out on the trail.
So one of the big advantages, if you're going out for the start of the new season, it's in their best interest to have their vehicle serviced beforehand.
Correct. We check your tire pressure, we check your battery, make sure it's healthy and it has a good charge. Even though your battery has a good charge, doesn't mean it's healthy and it has the amps to start your engine. So you can always test it with your voltmeter. It'll show a good charge. You'll get out to the deserts, turn your car off, bump some jams, and your car won't start. So we go through all those on a general inspection, a maintenance inspection, and
So for the KRX, you do this for $325. How about for the Polaris?
No, the Polaris starts at $325.
Okay.
The Can-Am's like $350. Mm-hmm. The KRX is right in the $350 to $375 range. It just depends whether we use AMSOIL or we use the factory oil. Sometimes oil change kits get to be more expensive. The Pro R, for example, takes 4+ quarts, so you're looking at a $126 oil change kit. So that goes up to like $385. Okay. So it varies. It's from $300 to $400 to get a full service, but a lot of people just want to change their oil. I recommend that you change every oil and you inspect everything that's coming out of these machines because of the
particularly abuse. With all the wear they're going to exert on their vehicle, you really want to change all your differentials, all your fluids, key fluids, before you go out.
Correct.
How many miles would you recommend this type of service be performed?
The manual on most of these machines is 50 hours to 1,000 miles. Okay. We recommend 35 hours to 500 miles. Now, we do that because we realize that you're going to need to schedule in an appointment or you're going to go on another ride or two, and you'll be well within your service parameters due to your manual. But the Polaris Razor, for example, takes 2 to 2.5 quarts of oil. You run it at 5,000 to 6,000 RPMs on an average, and I think 1,000 miles is over excessive, really, for 2 quarts of oil at that rate of RPM. I often use the analogy that a Denali takes 8 quarts of oil in a 6.2 liter and it goes 7,500 miles, but that thing also cruises at 1,400 RPMs at 90 miles an hour. So it's really working way less hard than these machines with 2 quarts of oil. So that's how I can explain it to the customer, so they understand where I'm coming from. But more maintenance is better than less maintenance.
So it's going to provide them a safer ride while they're out on the trails, as well as extended life of their vehicle if they maintain a good vehicle service record for what you recommend.
Correct.
So basically,
so we want you to be safe, with your bolts and all the inspection checks, and then we want you to have a longer life on your vehicle because the engine in this car could be up to $5,000 to $6,000 just for the engine, and they're very difficult to find. The Polaris engine 6250 to buy, and it's by the time we're done, it's gonna be $7,500 to install. So we want to provide you the best service at the best price to keep your machines so we don't have to replace engines.
So that's almost a novel cost compared to what it costs for a major
Overall.
engine rebuild.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, thanks, Brian.